So, what are you doing today? You asked Ochako with an eyebrow raised, a gentle smirk adoring your face. Your hair-colored hair was pulled up into a ponytail, if you could, while you wore the UA grade swimsuit. Determination was laced in your eyes, as training had been the only thing over the break that anyone was able to do. You just happened to be a little early, sorry. Though you weren't the one to fill out the paperwork for the pool time today, Ochako allowed a large smile to grace her features as she began stretching out. Well, once the other girls are here, I'm sure we're going to do some volleys, She replied thoughtfully, placing a finger against her chin in thought. In the meantime, I'm sure you want to do laps or anything. No one will really mind. You tightened your fist in determination, bringing your arms around your right ankle to a 45-degree angle as you let out a triumphant yes. Within seconds, the brunette watched you in awe as you did some quick stretches before diving into the pool. Before you had gotten deep into your breaststroke, you could hear the amused chuckle slip from your throat. Your limbs were clearly toned from all the work you had been doing at UA, coming as no shock to any of the other girls as they entered the pool area that you were hard at work. Training was the most important thing to you, seeing as your quirk relied on a strong, fit body to purportedly thought. Though you had your quirk for the most of your life, you realized truly honing it yourself required a fierce amount of training. As you were deep into laps, already unsure of how many you had done, you did not even notice the wandering eyes of the man that had joined in the session. Though they were on the other side of the pool, it was clear to see the only girl actually in the water was Yen Lin, and that came to no surprise to any of them. You had clearly caught the attention of the underling of All Might himself, green eyes never leaving your form, where you were even sure how much time had passed as you full 100 laps. Oops, you were unsure. As you bobbled yourself out of the water, you pressed your body upwards with your arms, holding yourself up on the side of the pool with the girls. Took you guys long enough, you said thoughtfully, a smirk against your features as you pushed yourself the rest of the way out of the pool and stand beside the other girls. We've been here for a while, Yin, Ashido said with a giggle as her lips curved upwards. The boys are here too. You felt your cheeks grow hot and with blush as you glanced over to the other side of the pool, quickly meeting the green gaze of Midoriya Izuku. Biting your lip, you gave a shy wave in the direction before turning back to the other women beside you. You guys could have warned me, you said with an eye roll, the crimson still clear against your face. The group got into formation while the men used the other side of the pool for endurance. Throughout the time that you were training, you were so focused on your own training, you didn't even notice how often the green boy would glance over at you. You had not even noticed the admiration against his pouted lips as he watched your fire. Hours passed that you trained with the girls, occasionally being knocked out of your thoughts by one of the girls yelling at Mineta or Kaminari. Uchako finally elbowed your side, a smile against her lips, as she whispered, "You should talk to Deku after we're done here. He keeps looking at you." Though you shrugged the idea off as something you had not expected from the brunette, amusing that maybe she meant to get some more training in with one of the most focused trainers in Class 1A, you still managed to catch him after. Everyone had just about fluttered out of the pool area as you popped yourself up on the other side of the pool, a smile against your lips. "Hey, Deku," you called out fondly. Though you could feel blush rising in your own cheeks, your mind slipped to how handsome the messy-haired male looked, dripping with water and sweat, before you quickly scoffed off the thought. His voice was shy as his green eyes glanced at you. His blush was almost as clear as day against his cheeks as he greeted you, saying, "Oh, Yin, what are you doing here?" The male looked practically bashful, though somehow that just made him seem all the more adorable. You chuckled softly as you pushed yourself out of the pool by your arms, moving to stand on the other side with him. "Well," you said, realizing your confidence was beginning to falter, the slightest bit. "I was meaning to catch you. Mind meeting me out front?" His lips curled into a shy smile as he nodded in acknowledgement. "Of course," he said kindly, though you could vulgarly hear him begin muttering before you moved back to the women's locker room to get back into your street clothes. Meeting the messy-haired boy up front, you could not help the blush that rose to your face once more. Mentally, you attempt to chime yourself from it, giving him an knowledgeable wave before jogging up to him. You had absolutely no plan as to what you wanted to talk to him about until you were face to face with him, your words messily slipping from your lips. "I just wanted you to know that I like you too," slipped from your lips before your mind was able to process it unconditionally. It sounded pretty confident despite yourself. Green eyes widened while his cheeks flushed crimson as he simply blinked at your words. As much as you expected him to mutter to himself, you simply walked away from the crazy words. He simply stood speechless. His green eyes had not left you, though words did not slip from his lips. Embarrassed by your sudden outburst, he mumbled a soft sorry before starting to walk away. As you began walking away, you felt a slender hand gently stop you, wrapping around your hand. "Deku?" As you glanced back, you saw his large fanboy smile against his lips. "Do you really mean it? Mean that?" he asked, hopeful shining in those green eyes. "Yin, do you actually like me?" You rolled your eyes at his words, somehow feeling more comfortable as you saw his little fanboy outburst. Turning back to him, you placed a soft kiss against his cheek before nodding, which means just a slight kiss on the cheek. "I do, Deku," you said more confidently. Your demeanor kind, amazing, and handsome. I adore you, but I also like you." It may have been an burst of fanboy energy as the male pressed his smiling lips against your own. Both of you blushed hard as it happened. The soft kiss was short, leaving you staring back into the green gaze that simply shined with excitement. His expression was the slightest bit sheepish as he stared back. "I like you too, Yin," he said excitedly. I want to give a big thank you for the 1,100 subscribers. I want to thank all of you for being with me through thick and thin. Now, originally, I had made this YouTube channel to get better at speaking and reading because if you could tell by the first episodes, I was really bad at speaking and I was kind of really shy. And I just did it for practice. And now that I have all you amazing people listening to me every day and coming back, I feel like that this channel has been more of a me making people happy and you guys making me happy as well. You bring smiles to my face every day. The nice comments you give, it's so heartwarming. I want to thank you all for staying with me, and I love you all, and still keep smiling because you make me smile. Bye, lovelies. I love you all.